Survivors of the 2002 Bali bombing have appeared in a Jakarta court to give evidence in the trial of the alleged bomb maker Umar Patek. Patek is accused of building the car bomb used in the attacks, which killed more than 200 people. Today, Australian survivors confronted the alleged bomber. Indonesia correspondent Matt Brown reports from Jakarta.
Umar Patek arrived in a good mood, undaunted by the prospect of coming face to face with his victims. He showed no emotion, even as Peter Hughes testified about the lasting impact of the twin blasts.
I feel isolated. I feel lonely. I feel depressed. I feel frustrated. I feel annoyed. And very, very angry.
Patek is accused of mixing the explosives for the bombings. They left Peter Hughes on death's door, with horrific burns to much of his body. And nearly 10 years after the event, it's still hard to talk about.
It's pretty tough to get through the mental trauma of it all.
This is the first time the alleged bomber and his victim have been in the same room. And for Mr Hughes, it was an important confrontation.
I think you have to. You've got to fight. You've got to face the criminals that attack not only myself but many others back in Australia.
Former footballer Jason McCartney told the court the bombings had also left him with lasting physical and emotional scars. Mr McCartney testified against the so-called smiling bomber Amrozi in 2003, and he says today was a stark contrast.
9 years ago, Amrozi would not look at any of us, so it was a lot different. You just can't understand what goes through their minds. So
Umar Patek could face the death penalty, and Peter Hughes hopes it's applied.
I think this guy planned it like Amrozi, Muklis and Samudra. I think that he's got to go the same way.
For his part, Umar Patek left the way he came in, showing no remorse. His trial's expected to continue for around 2 more months. Matt Brown, ABC News, Jakarta.